Okay, what we have here is the rain gutters. The rain gutter butt ends should not terminate next to the structure. There should be at least a 2-inch gap right there. And then above the rain gutter, there's a 2-inch gap. Above the rain gutter, there should be kick-out flashing so that water doesn't run out of the end of the rain gutter and down the side and come down here and stain your front portico. Your front portico. Rain gutters is supposed to discharge several feet away from the house. Sometimes a builder will, not this builder, but some builders say, well, we lay the splash blocks out like that so the water kind of fans out and it kind of makes a sprinkler or some silly nonsense like that. But I honestly believe that all builders put the splash blocks out backwards to give the home inspector something to talk about. I met the builder here, and he informed me that all the downstairs windows, because the sod has not been installed yet. The sod hasn't been installed yet, and so the lawn sprinkler system is not going to be operated today. I can inspect for a few things, but it can't be operated. It's been turned off. We got double pane vinyl frame windows, and I understand that the screens have been stored someplace, and the screens are to be installed after the sod has been installed. These windows look, at least from the exterior, they look a lot nicer than the windows I remembered seeing out here, that's for sure. Moving on. Got a loose shingle right over there. Okay. Where we at? Loose shingle on the west slope over the garage. The rain gutters are discharging directly onto the roof covering. That's going to wear out your shingles prematurely. We already talked about the butt ends and missing the kick-out flashing right in here. We're moving on along. This is the north wall. That was the front portico. This is the west side. Splash blocks out here. We haven't done the sod yet. We've already done the water pressure. Now this foundation is a post-tension slab. It's a very strong foundation. The cables, there's several different types of post-tensions. I don't know which type this is, but I know that it's a post-tension. But these cable ends, they're supposed to be sealed with cement so that the steel doesn't rust. When it rusts, it gets weaker. It swells, it cracks the floor. If those cables pop, they break. It's an expensive replacement. So these should be sealed along the west side of the house. There's more than one. Several open tension cable ends, open pockets. Those are called the pockets. Exposed tension cable ends. And that's supposed to be sealed. You're not supposed to even notice that that's there. Where are y'all cycling off? I turned y'all way down. That's interesting. Okay, septic systems are beyond the scope of this inspection. I'm going to mention that again. Open tension cable end again. Now right here, you see this brick pattern? It's kind of interesting how they did that. But this crack right here, that is a control joint. Okay, that's a control joint. Kind of like we have control joints in the street. They know the ground's going to move. This is expansive clay soil. This is a long brick wall. We know it's going to move. Now every year or so, you're supposed to have these things, you know, check them and make sure they don't need to be resealed. But, you know, if your eyes are drawn to the brick pattern and you see the joint there, they're almost accentuating the joint rather than hiding it, but it's not what I'm hired to do. Most of this home is brick. It's a very good building material. It's righteous. This home could burn down. You could reuse the brick. It's a great insulator, both for noise and sound. You know, so it's good, but it's very porous. And if water hits it, and when they install the sod and your lawn sprinkler system's going, you want to make sure your lawn sprinkler system doesn't spray against this house because it absorbs water very fast. That's why we have these weep holes under here. Okay, that's called a weep hole. That's by design. We have them over the windows too. Anywhere you're supporting brick, okay, the foundation is supporting brick. On the windows and the doors, we have these metal freeze plates, lintels, and so we have a lint because it stops the drainage plane. You'll probably never see water coming out of the weep hole. If there's an event, you might, but usually what exits from these is vapor, but they're necessary. You can buy small guards that fit inside of there that let them breathe because they need to breathe, like to keep ants out or something like that. You know, don't think that that's a problem to seal it up, because it's not. That's by design. That's another exposed tension cable in. These windows have these openings. These are called weeps too, because the window is designed, okay, this window is designed so that any water that gets in it goes this way, comes out this way. It doesn't go inside. Now, some windows come with a device inside of them called a weir, but apparently these windows do not have weirs, and apparently that's by design. And again, we're missing our screens, double pane vinyl frame. Again, water's hitting the roof covering. Moving on along. We've got a gas port on the patio here. Splash box, so they look like on the bottom side. Okay, you can put a grill out here, but just make sure the grill manufacturer is okay with your grill being under an enclosure like this. This is a nice high enclosure. You probably would never have a problem with it, but you do want to consult with the manufacturer about that. Also notice, you see this perforated holes all around these edges? Okay, that's called a continuous soffit vent. And a soffit vent is an air intake vent. So if you're out here frying fish and bacon, well then the aromatic smoke will go up in there and get caught in your insulation and compromise it, and your house will smell. You'll be known as the bacon smoke family. Let's go over to Bacon Smoke's house. Okay, it always smells like bacon smoke in there. You know, so you kind of want to be aware of your surroundings anytime you're doing cooking, fire, any of that fun stuff. If I trip this, if it doesn't have a reset, then I'll probably know that the others are tripped. It has its own reset. That's cool. Alright. Moving farther along. Just kind of getting out a little bit, out and about. Seeing what we got. Okay, that's the fireplace chimney. And that's supposed to be 2 feet taller than the wall. It's too close to the wall. That flue stack for the fireplace should have been about a foot higher. About a foot higher. It's just a little shy right there. And moving on along, see that square right in there? That. Okay, that's your fresh air induction vent. Okay, this house is built tight, and let's see here. Still in one. Fireplace flue does not extend 2 feet above the edge of the roof line. So, but anyway, this house is built so tight, it's got to bring some fresh air in. And in this part of the country, we put screens on them. Okay, other parts of the country, they have other reasons, you know, but that doesn't apply to us today. This is the way we do it in North Texas. And probably all of Texas, but I'm a Dallas boy. Any water coming out of there? Yeah, we do. Missing our screens and stuff still. Everything's looking pretty good. You know, I'm picking on the roof more than anything, you know, stuff. Flashing, I guess you would say. Coming on along. Cabinet guys are coming back. We've got another control joint there. See the pattern? And right here, it's short. It's probably going to be ugly, but it'd be nice if we want some kick-out flashing right there over the gas meter. Kick-out flashing over the gas meter. It's the east wall. We're already here. We've already done this. Been here, done that. I got a short roof video where I talked about that rain gutter on the roof. We got a torn shingle right over there. That's in the other video. Moving on along. This is the garage. We got 240. This is the water main shutoff valve. This door has a self-closing spring on it, and it's supposed to close automatically. So you're going to want to have that adjusted. Some people adjust it out because it's a nuisance. You're bringing groceries in. You got to close the door every time. But think about it for a moment. Everything we care about is on the other side of that door. You know, all of our paperwork, our birth certificates, our passports, our income tax, our retirements, our wills, our art, our jewelry, you know, our friends, family, and pets, not necessarily in that order, but everything we care about is on the other side of this door. So that's why it should. Can I come in? Come on in, Mr. Fire. The door is open for you. Okay. I never get tired of that joke. Moving on along. We do this. And I will test the 240s to make sure they're working. They're not GFCI protected like they should be. So these are all off because I tripped that one. And coming over here, the door openers. See, they're not working. You'll see in another video that they work. Well, here, I'll reset this. See the courtesy lights come on? We know they're GFCI protected. You know the sprinkler's on. Moving on along. See that corner right there? Some home inspectors call those corner pops. Okay, that's a shrinkage crack. That is not a problem with your foundation. That's not a foundation issue. If it gets large enough, it might be a brick issue, supporting the brick right there. But for various reasons, the brick and the foundation expand and contract at different rates. And pressure always comes to the corners, and it exhibits it. If it gets large enough, you know, you may, you know, for as an aesthetic reason, you might want to, you know, patch it. If you think you're going to lose some brick, you might want to patch it, but that's not a foundation issue. This is one of the main shutoff water valves to the home. That box should be excavated and lined with gravel. We're coming back around. This is kind of where we started. Started right in here. There's our front portico. This is the beginning of it all.